Hello and welcome. My name is Ning, and this is my CLC12 project. My project is related to robotics, which I have been doing since grade 11. Through this project, I made a lot of connections with the professionals in the industry as well as experienced students. I have been part of a Tinton Robotics Academy in West Vancouver schools since grade 11, and I definitely love it. Next year, I'll be studying computer engineering at the University of Toronto, and therefore, I would like to show you some of the things I've done for this project. So for this project, I've created 3 robot designs, not only for this year's game and for last year's game, as well as a personal reflection. I made a lot of connections with professionals and experienced students. To give you a little bit information, I used a professional computer-aided design software called Onshape to make the 3D models of my robots. I originally learned it from Katie, who was a robotics student from last year. She's currently studying at the University of California, Berkeley campus. And simply after that, I learned a lot about computer-aided design through online tutorials, for example, on YouTube as well as on the Onshape online school. And when I have any sort of trouble concerns, I will consult my robotics teacher, Mr. Ablett, Dr. Trigani, and Miss Wilson, and they all been working in the industry, and they could give me really useful advice when I needed. And just to give you a quick looking at what the final product looks like, this is a blueprint of my design, the first design of this year's game, and yeah, different perspectives. And this is isometric view, so basically you can see how we render those. And in all these blueprints, you can see the exact size and dimensions of the robot, which made it really easy for us when we actually start to make the robot. We can actually get all the correct parts, and it will be easy for my teammates to understand what kind of design, what kind of structure we're actually using. And this is also like the standard they've been using in the entire engineering community. And I definitely found this really useful for my future studies. And to show you a little bit of the progress, how I gradually make all those designs. First, I begin from the basic structure, making the base. You can see on the top left corner, we only have the what we call C channels. We bolt them together, and we start to add wheels and motors, and eventually we're making a lot of different parts, and then we put them together just like we do in real life. It's just done on computer, and so therefore we could avoid a lot of potential mistakes, such as like errors in sizing and all that kind of stuff. So computer-aided design is really helpful, and definitely I love doing this for my CLC project, and I definitely see the benefit of like applying it in my to my future careers and studies. Yeah, more progress slides just to show you what it looks like over time. Yeah. And this is rather kind of like the final project. And on the top right corner is a custom made part I've crafted through Onshape because in the software we sometimes we can use like pre-made 3D models such as the channels, the gears, but some of the parts we have to make it ourselves. Like we have to start from the like really from the scratch and yeah, make it. And this is another bot. Also, like this bot is for this year's game called Change Up, and this is the version 1.0. And I made a lot of refinement and finished the version 1.1 based on 1.0. And this is a side view. Yeah. And you can see this these two are our actual bots this year, and they definitely look like the design we made through the computer-aided design software, and I'm really proud of it, and I believe that I could apply the skill to my future career. And I've done a lot of reflection with my teachers and my teammates, and I've asked for a lot of advice, and they told me that I should explore more software, for example, like the Autodesk Inventor or Fusion 360, as well as AutoCAD, because those are more like well accepted by the professional industry. Whereas Onshape is more like online based and it's not really being used by real life companies. So I would definitely like to learn more about other softwares, and yeah. And also another piece of reflection, they told me that I should making parts and put them together on the 3D modeling software instead of like making the entire bot from scratch, because it would be really hard to modify any parts if it's just one piece. And future plans, as I previously mentioned, next year I will be studying engineering, computer engineering at the University of Toronto. I am definitely excited, and I can't wait to learn more about the professional engineering industry and all the knowledge I've learned throughout my entire high school and all the math and science, and I can't wait to apply them to real life engineering. And this is my CLC12 project. Thank you very much for listening, and peace out. Thank you.